Hello everybody, it is me, and for this video, I want to talk about something that has got a lot of collectors concerned. Now, to get this out of the way, this is not an Angel Rants episode. So if you're expecting me to rant and rage, well, sorry to say, this is not the video for you. However, I am working on one, so just be patient. Anyways, in case you don't know, next year in 2025, the Marvel license, along with the DC license, will go up for sale. So, this means that Hasbro, which is the company that owns the Marvel license as of right now, could lose the Marvel license, along with McFarlane, which is the company that owns the DC license. Now, this has a lot of people asking if McFarlane will get the Marvel license or Hasbro will get the DC license. And in my opinion, no. I think nothing is going to change at all. And this is for a lot of reasons. Now, the first reason why I think nothing would change is because both of these companies know how much value the license they own has. And to think that they would just give it up that easily would be incredibly foolish. Yes, although the MCU is not doing good right now, the Marvel license is still worth billions of dollars and has a huge community of fans, along with DC. So, to think they'll just give up their license to a different company is just ridiculous. Now, as for my second reason, it's because that both Marvel Legends and the DC Multiverse line are doing well financially, at least in my eyes. As much as I hate to admit it, the DC Multiverse line is doing really well right now. I mean, for crying out loud, a lot of Todd's figures sell out on his website. And although a lot of Marvel Legends don't sell out, collectors still support the line and still buy their figures. So I like to think that both these companies know that collectors still buy their stuff. So why would they just give it up? Also, the third reason why I think nothing would change is because Dan Hewett, a person who's on the Marvel team, has stated that they're still making Marvel Legends, or at least planning some, for 2026. Which implies that either A, they're planning to renew the license, or they already have. And honestly, I don't know why collectors are looking forward to this idea of the Marvel Legends line going to a different company, especially McFarlane Toys. Knowing Todd, if he were to get the Marvel license, he would convert the line into his awful 7-inch scale, which is honestly horrible for Marvel collectors. If we're counting Toy Biz, Marvel Legends has lasted for almost 20 years now, and to see the line go away and change into a completely different scale will be like a slap to the face, and I just don't want that. I've been collecting Marvel Legends for almost 10 years, and to see that progress I made with all those figures just go away will just really hurt me, and it will probably discourage me from collecting Marvel figures. And although yes, I do collect a lot of import figures now, Marvel Legends will always do one thing that Mayfags and SH Figuarts cannot do. Overall, better character variety. A line like Mayfags, for example, they don't do that many characters. They do a lot of Spider-Man, Avengers, and X-Men. However, they don't do that many villains. No Green Goblin, Mysterio, Vulture, Dr. Octopus. They only do like the big villains like Venom and Magneto. And that's where a line like Marvel Legends thrives, because we can rely on them for giving us all the villains and the obscure characters. Now imagine a line like McFarlane Toys, which is a company notorious for its awful character choice, doing that. If McFarlane were to have the Marvel license, it would probably do nothing but Spider-Man. And although I love Spider-Man, I want more characters besides him. I want the Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. I just don't want Spider-Man, and that's Todd's biggest problem with the DC Multiverse line. All he does is make Batman. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it took Todd 4 years for him to make a classic Wonder Woman figure. That's kind of ridiculous. Wonder Woman is honestly the face of female superheroes, so I can't imagine how he would handle a character like the Scarlet Witch or Black Widow. He would probably not make any figures off of them to begin with. Now, on the other hand, I would not be opposed at all if Todd McFarlane lost the DC license, because in my opinion, he has not done a good job with it at all. For one thing, the figures look bad, disproportionate, and not to mention the awful 7-inch scale. In my opinion, if Todd McFarlane just made his figure 6 inches, then he would have way more people buying his figures. But no, I guess he had to be different. And although I think Hasbro will do a great job with the DC license, I can't see them owning both the Marvel and DC license, because they both come from companies that rival each other. Now, if it were up to me, a company that I would pick to make Marvel figures would be Jada Toys. However, I don't know if they would do a good job, because Jada Toys is a small company, and I'm not sure if they will be able to keep up with Disney's mandates. Hasbro is able to constantly make figures and products for Marvel. For example, Hasbro has the movie figures, the comic book figures, the animated show figures, and the Gamerverse figures. Hasbro is able to constantly make action figures to keep collectors excited for. So once they buy a figure, they'll probably have another figure to look forward to. Now, let's look at Jada Toys. I think recently we got another batch of Street Fighter figures, which were Cammy, M. Bison, Jay Guile, and DJ. That's only 4 figures. Now compare this to a wave of Marvel Legends. A wave of Marvel Legends consists of at least 5 to 6 figures, including the Build-A-Figure. However, Hasbro releases multiple waves in a year. Jada Toys, they're only able to release 5 figures a year? So I can't really imagine Jada Toys making waves of Marvel Legends unless their figures lower in QC, which is not good, obviously. So overall, I don't think Hasbro would lose the Marvel license, and I don't think McFarlane Toys would lose the DC license. I just wanted to make this video to express my opinion towards this whole issue. So if you're watching this video, I wouldn't worry. Nothing will probably change, and we will continue to get Marvel figures and garbage DC figures. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.